top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Broncos ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa's offense will get the first swing of the game. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Boise State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to...
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for the score. Touchdown Broncos! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the season because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
To the ground with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every...
And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run thing's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That's caught. It's Jones. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the toss. And some room to work. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback may change this route. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Handoff from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped just inches away from the 1st down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Wants to return it. And And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. On the move, it's Clinton. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Got a man. It's Clinton. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Wants to pass. Dances away. On the move, he fires. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Got his man downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll try to pop the draw. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Give to the back. Short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. He's now up to 66 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And his throw is incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown it in completion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He'll start this drive going to the air. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up. Off play action on first down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive.
And he'll Touchdown, Broncos! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
From the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Catch in the middle, it's Yates. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Yates. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Max going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Getting deep in the third quarter, minute and a half to go here. Takes the handoff. It's Clinton. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. He's piled up 82 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again. And the Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. Intercepted! Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. The blue turf wobbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Pucks it out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On the ground, it's Clinton. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The give. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle, it's Brooks. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Offense working from the pistol. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Broncos! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Hawkeyes! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Handoff to the single running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the Heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here.